Okay, we have next public hearing on battery energy storage systems. The legal notice. Please take notice that a public hearing will be held at Gary Town Hall, 14317 Westbury Road, Albion, New York, on Wednesday, August 11, 2021, at 6 p.m. to consider passage of proposed local law number 2. There should be number 3 for 2021. Although what was published, it said local law 2. Entitled Battery Energy Storage System Law. The purpose of the proposed law is to regulate the siting and safe operation of battery energy storage systems within the town used in connection with alternative energy systems, including but not limited to solar arrays. A full copy of the proposed local law is available for inspection at the Berry Town Hall, dated July 19, 2021, Maureen Beach, Town Clerk. Okay. We have, the Town Planning Board has had this for about a year. They have been working very diligently on it. They have put together what they believe is an appropriate town law on solar.
You mean on battery energy storage?
Yes. What they are looking for, we're looking for until we finish it as the town board, we're going to be looking for a moratorium on this. But first things first, and that is on the law itself. So that's why we're having this second public hearing on this. The other one was about a year ago.
Wait, so we're gonna be just talking about it tonight, but we are thinking we're gonna do another moratorium on it after
That's
the
what we're
public hearing.
looking for, is another moratorium, but you can only have, after a public hearing, you can have a moratorium and extend it up to the 12 months, and it's been a year.
Okay.
So for us to get another moratorium,
Okay, perfect.
we have to have another public hearing. That's why we're going through this process again.
Okay. Great. Thank you for explaining that.
Now, I know we as a board have met and went over a number of these items. I got all the different questions written in here. But what we need to do, I think, unless somebody's come up with more questions besides what I wrote down at our workshop last week, we need to have a little discussion with Lance on some of this and see where he stands as far as the legal perspectives of them. So in this here, what I'm looking for, or we are looking for, generally is, how do people feel about this as far as energy storage units? Have you got questions about it? Neither one of the solar projects that are proposed for Berry, whether it's the Baird project or the Hemlock Ridge project down the southwest corner, neither project, and I've asked the developers numerous times, were they planning on having a battery energy storage structure? And both companies have said no. They are going to feed directly into the grid for both projects. But that doesn't mean that we don't have a third company that may come in and propose utilizing a energy storage unit. So that's why until we have a law on the books on energy storage units, That's why we are having this public hearing, so we can have another moratorium, 6-month moratorium, until we, the town board, can complete this local law. Anything from the public at all?
From what I've read, it's a very weak law. You guys are referencing New York State on a lot of stuff. I think you need to point out what the fire suppression is gonna be, who's gonna pay for that, special firefighting equipment. I think we need to mandate that they've got the special containers to house those batteries in. None of that is clearly defined within the law itself. The law that you've got is very, very vague. It needs a ton of work. You've got to get more specific. You've got to spell things out. Otherwise, these big companies are going to find loopholes to shoot you full of holes. Those lithium batteries are deadly. They don't allow them on airplanes. As far as I'm concerned, we shouldn't allow them in town, but they may or may not be necessary.
Could I have your name, please?
Gary Palmer.
Gary?
Gary.
Thank you.
Out of curiosity, has this been sent to our fire chief or to any of the fire department to review? I mean, if we're looking to have a moratorium
From
anyway,
what I
we can.
understand, yes, Kurt here from the planning board, wasn't this sent to our fire district for their input?
I'm not sure if they got to see it or not. Usually we do.
I was asking Tom or Wes if they might be available by phone tonight. I haven't gotten a response yet. I do know that when we were looking this all over, we also included the Orleans County Emergency Management team as well. So they should be involved very much with it. But have they looked it all over? So basically what you're saying, Kurt, is just the planning board itself. And you looked at others, not just the NYSERDA plan, but you looked at, was it Town of Albion, Town of Akron?
Ridgeway, there was 4 different towns.
Okay,
They all pretty much followed the state guidelines.
the NYSERDA?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other comments or questions? Okay, as I said, we want some more time as a board to take a look at this as well, before it is made into law.
Do we know if there's any projects in New York State as of right now, or even I know there were ones in Texas, but I'm just curious as to locations where they already
Yes.
are.
there is.
Do you have it? There are in New York State,
North of Albany.
north of Albany.
there is one.
Okay.
They had a hearing and everything for installation of a battery energy storage unit just outside Warsaw here not too long ago. I saw the write-up about that in the Batavia Daily.
Could be.
But I think Warsaw is the closest one that I saw anything.
Okay.
And it's not really Warsaw itself. The meeting was in Warsaw, a small community like Barry outside of Albion.
Right.
There's a small community outside of Warsaw.
Okay.
Anything else? Okay, then, if I could have a motion for closure on this public hearing?
I'll make that motion. Lynn?
Second,
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Alright,